Hey friends, what's up? It's your buddy Keith, and I am here live again in the control room at the one and only world famous Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in Southend-on-Sea, England, baby. And today we've got probably the coolest Fender guitar I've ever seen in my life. This is the personal guitar of Dan Hawkins from The Darkness. It is Fender crazily making a Gibson Les Paul in the shape of a Telecaster. Except this super rare limited edition guitar that they called the Troublemaker is has further been customized by legendary guitar builder Andy Guyton of Guyton Guitars. And if you don't know who Andy is, he's the guy that restored Brian May from Queen, his original first guitar, and he is the guy who builds Brian May's Red Special guitar. They're like 10,000 pounds over here, which is about 14,000 US dollars at the current exchange rate. Whoa! Well, Andy went to town on what was already a limited edition guitar out of Fender's custom shop, and further made it one of one in the entire world. So I'm going to tell you all about it. If you want to know more about more cool guitars, like the other guitars from the Darkness we have over here that have been used on their records, you got to hit subscribe. You got to hit like, hit subscribe, and then you'll get to see everything. You won't miss a thing. As you can see on the channel, we've got over 1,300 videos. So I show everyone a lot of really cool guitars, and it's the support of you subscribers that keep the lights on and keep it going here. So thanks. All right, so what is this guitar originally? This is a mahogany. Yup, look at that. When's the last time you saw a Telecaster with a mahogany neck? Mahogany neck, mahogany body. Look, with vintage Gibson style control covers in the back here. I think it's the 70s. I can't remember which years they had this color. Because I always thought it looked funky against the red of a mahogany. But yeah, this is Fender thumbing their nose at Gibson and saying, well, you think you can make a Les Paul? Well, we can make a Les Paul. And my God, this thing is just unlike any guitar I've ever looked at, I've ever felt, I've ever played. It is set up to perfection. And what Andy Guyton did to this thing is just, I mean, Fender should hire him to be a master builder. Listen to this thing just sing. The resonance and sustain on this thing is unlike any Telecaster on the planet. Plain and simple. It's like the very best one. So Andy shaved the side of the body here to give it some contour. If you notice, Dan plays with a wristband. And that's not to just absorb sweat because he's got sweaty old wrists. It's these sharp edges, you know, in the binding can really cut into you depending on your playing style and where your wrist lays into the guitar, especially when you're playing super long sets and you're playing very aggressive. So having that smooth shaved contour can make a huge difference on comfort and your ability to play your absolute best for all those hours up on stage. Now you also see we don't have any ashtray style bridge here. We've got a Gibson ABR style with a stop tailpiece. I think these are Tone Pros. That's incredible. When's the last time you saw that on a Fender? And now originally it's a 2 humbucker model, and we've got the original humbuckers hiding here. And it was from the parallel universe. I believe these are what they call the double tapped humbuckers. So we've got the original CTS pots and double tap humbuckers there, but Andy went and took them out, got a custom shop, Bare Knuckle, it's a British pickup company, boutique company, now they're super famous. but custom shop nail bomb pickup, so the colors are custom, and there's a chrome radiator, is what they call this piece that's going over the pickup. So you get that as well. He went and got a poker chip, custom poker chip, turned it into a kill switch instead of a pickup selector, because there's only one. Fill the 4 holes for the tone and volume pots that aren't necessary. 1 acrylic speed knob for your volume, and a custom pick guard to cover the original, what do you want to call it? I guess gap for the first pickup, for the neck pickup. And then also add weight in there to give it proper balance. And this thing, I mean, it feels like a Les Paul. It's incredible. If you didn't, if I put a blindfold on you, you know, and you weren't allowed to touch the body, you wouldn't know. Pretty amazing, guys. This is just the most special Fender I've ever seen in my life. And you guys are actually the first to know about it. You and one of our artist friends who got to have a sneak peek. He's in every week, and I knew he'd really like this. But look at the neck. Mahogany Telecaster neck. I'm telling you this right now, guys. Mahogany is going to be the Brazilian rosewood of the next decade. You're going to see it disappear. They're already starting to use something called sapel as a substitute for it. If I go on eBay, it used to be they were banning rosewood and mahogany. If you had those words in your listing, you had to change them. I'm sure plenty of you guys can relate to this if you've tried to sell a guitar with a mahogany body. Well, if you type that in there, they won't let you even list the thing. But now, rosewood is allowed. The sites have gone and adjusted their language in the wording for importing and exporting musical instruments, thank God. But mahogany is now public enemy #1. So this is going to be super, super rare, highly sought after collector's item just for it being a Fender mahogany, you know, Les Paul essentially. But I'm thinking, based on everything I'm seeing, guys, I think the days of mahogany guitars are limited in the coming years. We'll see what happens. I mean, they're already starting to have supply chain issues and legal issues with Canadian maple. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, my battery's about to die because I did like a half-hour video on the rest of the collection. But I did want to do a special one just for this guitar for you guys. So thanks for hanging out. If you are an avid collector and you want to buy this, it's going to be very, very expensive, obviously. I'm not sure when I'm going to post it up for sale. We might use it on a project that's coming up here. But if you're watching this and you're like, nope, I have to have this, money is no option, well, get in touch. You know, you can get in touch on the Facebook page, Instagram, whatever. We're at Essex Recording Studios. Get in touch through the website, and potentially we can do a deal. And these sales will help support the studio and help us grow, and we really appreciate that. We've had some very generous people from all over the world the past year during coronavirus hook us up with just really great deals that made everyone happy, and this is something special that you know what, at the end of the day, I'm just glad I can share this video with you guys, because I think it gives me goosebumps seeing this. And you can see Dan playing this on tour. There's loads of good videos and pictures. Just have a look online. You can type in The Darkness Fender Troublemaker or Dan Hawkins Fender Troublemaker and see all about it. And kudos, man, to Andy Guyton. He really did a phenomenal job on this. All right, guys, I've